most complete KITV4 News at 6 starts now.
It's that if time stopped and everything that you remembered in your past, your loved ones and everything, you know, this. I didn't say goodbye to them, you know, it's just for even that split, you know, like nanosecond, it just, that time stopped and your whole life just goes in front of you.
It's what almost every airline passenger fears the most, but one man captured it all on his camera. Exclusive video and an in-depth interview with a passenger who was on that flight from Molokai that ended with a watery landing and one woman's death last month. It's as close as you can get to a plane crash and as close as you'd ever want to get. Good evening, I'm Kenny Choi in for Yunji Denise.
And I'm Paula Akana. Every stunning moment of a deadly plane crash played out in a GoPro video shot by a passenger on board. We watch it at length in this KITV4 exclusive. Passengers on board the Makani Kai flight that wouldn't stay airborne much longer. That's Health Director Loretta Fuddy in the second row wearing the floral top. Ferdinand Puentes shooting the takeoff with his GoPro when something goes wrong.
Like a pop bang, you know, and it just went silent and you would hear the alarm in the pilot's cabin just started going off. And then I looked outside in the window and I seen that the ocean was just coming pretty fast. Just hit, and that split second, first thing I did was look for my life vest. And so I was there just fumbling, trying to get it open, and it happened so fast. Just as soon as he opened the door, water just rushed and filled our feet up to our ankles. As I entered the water, you know, and the wing was right there, I figured everyone was rushing as fast as I did. So I just kept on going up to the end of the wing and make sure that there was room for the other passenger.
That's a selfie of Puentes holding on, and then that eerie sight underwater of legs kicking as other passengers also hold on, and some still putting their life vest on.
So you gotta put it on first before you put it.
That appears to be Loretta Fuddy in this photo, holding on to the inside part of the wing.
Everybody okay?
And the pilot, bloody in the water, but still very much in control, telling them to stay away from the plane. So they let go and drift as a group.
It was cold for that day. It was pretty cold and pretty rough. You could actually feel the energy swell just going through your body.
And later, the plane swallowed up by the ocean. And still, Puentes continues to let the GoPro roll.
I kept it going because I thought, you know, I figured if we're not going to make it, you know, I have something that could find it and identify us.
And then help.
Seen the first plane just popped out of the air, and with that plane that flew over us, it gave me hope. You know, it's like someone's there. You know, actually realize that someone's there that can call help.
With that hope, Puentes and several others start swimming. The Kalaupapa shoreline in sight, the swells getting bigger. Puentes was plucked out of the ocean by a county helicopter just 50 yards from shore.
Came down and a rescue swimmer held out his hand, and by that time I was totally exhausted, you know, just mentally and physically. I was beat, and I didn't have the energy to pretty much extend my hand, but as he got a hold of me.
A flurry of activity on shore, and while everyone made it out of the plane, Loretta Fuddy, shown in this last photograph taken on Kalaupapa, died. Her cause of death still under investigation. As Puentes walks the shoreline and looks out into the ocean today, he admits it's a life-changing experience, one that is fresh on his mind.
Beginning, you know, I was like depressed or whatnot, especially at where the Miss didn't survive. I was at that funeral, and it just that feeling I had while I was there, it'll live with me for. I don't know.
Now,
how long.
Puentes is still close with the pilot of the crash, and we'll hear from that pilot coming up later in our newscast, and what it was like for both of those men going back to Kalaupapa as passengers.
Hard to imagine how he is able to keep that camera steady during all that chaos and that ordeal.